Hello, welcome.
Hello. Welcome to the Backroom podcast. TM.
Working title, BackroomCast.
TM.
We don't know yet.
Also TM.
Also TM. Just put a TM on every TM.
Yeah. So, welcome to our first podcast. My name is Jeremy.
I'm Mike.
Cool.
You've heard us before, if you've watched this channel at all.
So if, Mike, if you want to get us started, what do you think that, well, actually what I want to talk about? So, like, as in...
Gotta
Gotta get those uhs out.
About we start with...
Why don't you tell the folks about the channel?
Yeah.
And what we do.
I'm trying to... Where do I start there? Where did we start with the channel? What was it, 2019?
I would say so.
2019, late 2018, started goofy-ass Let's Play, starting with Zelda.
Yeah.
Wind Waker.
Started with Wind Waker, and then after a little while we went to Psychonauts, and now, recently, now that we're back, we're doing Elden Ring.
Good old Elden Ring.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what we do. We're just a little bit of nobody else, Let's Players, technically.
Nobody.
As of
we
this
are
point.
just nobody.
It's up to you to make us somebody's. You. Yeah,
Please
you. I'm talking
Forgive us for bumbling through our technical issues in all of our videos so far.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much
Let's figure it out, but like, damn.
Yeah. We're still figuring out some stuff. And we're still running into some unique problems that will probably still show up until probably a year in.
I'll live for a while at least. My the PC we use to capture everything is
Let's say on the
5 to 6 years old now. So it doesn't do things as good as it used to do. We frequently have a lot of crashing or loss of some kind of information.
Right. I mean, you have to think, well, I just get some context to the people, since if this is their first way of knowing us. We technically had a 2-year break around
Yes.
around episode, I would say around 20-ish of Wind Waker. And yeah, it was nothing really too serious. We kind of drifted a little bit. But now we're back.
Depression. You can just say depression from myself, and that is my answer. Sorry, Jeremy.
It's fine.
But we're back now.
Yeah, we're working through things, and I'd say we're going through it pretty well. Some more context. Throughout those 2 years, I've technically moved quite a bit, and I would say now in this state we're kind of in a really good spot.
I'd agree to that. We got a good setup. We're in a mostly quiet place.
Right. So if you're ever wondering, like, these random cuts, we're just like, oh, someone came downstairs.
Someone came down, or something happened.
Someone came in the back room.
Gross.
They weren't supposed to.
Get them on, please.
But yeah, now we're back, and we'll keep going.
And if you watch from here any of our Let's Play content, please be aware of the fact that the microphones are different.
Yes.
Pretty frequently.
It's a lot different, and I would say for the way better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Mike has splurged on the channel a bit. So.
Oh, for sure.
So hopefully now we'll be pretty much
fairly more consistent, at least.
More consistent.
I don't want to say perfect because we're still early, but consistency.
Yeah, that's the
start.
main. I would say that's main consistency. What else? I think that pretty much would get rid of introductions, wouldn't you say? I think people at this point would know us technically.
For the most part.
I'd say maybe general information, just to maybe get some questions out of the way of people, sending, if we'd send a mailbox, set up a mailbox for us in the podcast.
Okay.
Technically, at this point, I'm 24. Mike is 25.
This is true. Accurate information.
Yeah. So, hopefully, if you're in the same age group, we can
At least relate to some of this content a little bit.
Yeah.
I know we are inspired by other content creators for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
We aspire to be as good as them one day, maybe.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, if I had to say, definitely the best friends were my inspiration.
I was there from the beginning of Game Grumps, so they're just stuck in my brain forever.
Oh, hell yeah. Same here. And, like, technically, since Game Grumps is still around at this point,
They are still. They just started the 10-minute power hour back up.
Oh, yeah.
Watch it.
I've heard of that, too.
It's really good.
Unfortunately, the best friends have, at this point, have disbanded for, like, a good couple years, which is it's a good shame.
It is a good shame. Love both of those boys. They're very funny.
Yeah. And I still follow all four of them, technically, so... But yeah, so if things kind of sound a little bit familiar, if
That's
you've
probably
watched
why.
either us or like for like Game Grumps or Best Friends, like we'll definitely reference them from time to time.
Just subconsciously do it at this point on accident.
I know, like out of nowhere you'll just hear a little Oni yelp from Mike. Ow! Or me making random references of freaking Best Friends. But yeah, I'd say that's another good little inspiration, or I should say introduction.
Yeah. And if you're wondering where the channel name came from, I'm shrugging my shoulders
It's
right
literally out of the blue.
Jeremy has never heard of the Backroom's internet horror story.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that context. So it just came out of literally nowhere.
So, to give more context on, I guess, literally the Backroom was made is because when we first made our LP, my room was literally the back room of my dad's house. So, excuse me.
It's a little on the nose.
Yeah. And technically, literally at each point of me moving, I was in the back room. So
Even kind of this point.
yeah.
Because your door's all the way in the back.
So that's how the back room started, and legit, I pretty much looked up the back room just to see what would pop up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And we then I got confirmation of like, oh, there's this weird thing that is like a little horror game.
Yeah.
That legit, even at that point, like it didn't blow up at that point.
No,
So,
it was still really relatively unknown back then.
yeah, like it was like literally like 3 episodes of like this horror game of like some no offense, nobody YouTubers as well too, like us. But yeah, like they only like 5 views on their videos, and yeah, so and now it's blown up. So
Yeah, it's been blown up a lot recently, which is ironic given our comeback.
I know. Maybe it was a coincidence. I would say. Maybe we struck while the iron's hot.
Finally get some rescue. Please save me from the back room.
So since we're on the topic, do you know what the back room's about? Like, have you looked at that at all?
So from what I've gathered through vague internet rumors and lore and shit, it's someplace you just end up if you go to the wrong place in time and you're teleported into fluorescent lights, carpet, and tacky wallpaper
Yeah, and,
that
like
stretches on endlessly.
the only thing I've seen of it is like these random like weird like scroll dudes or whatever. Like
And there's like weird creatures running around.
yeah, and I guess that's the thing that kills you. I'm guessing.
Essentially SCPs, which are secure, something, protect. Anyway, they're scary monsters
I wouldn't even know.
that are Very interesting, depending on what they are. One of my favorite SCPs is a Japanese soda machine that only dispenses alternate reality things. Like a ghost in a can.
Huh.
That's my favorite example.
Okay.
Some alien food where you press a button and it like turns itself into food. I think we should read these at some point because they're really interesting.
To be honest, I think at this point I wouldn't mind just checking out what the Backroom's like horror in general, because I think that'd be kind of neat just to see what like our name was like kind of in association with, you know.
A couple horror themed videos around it that are just like regular YouTube videos, and they use the VHS aesthetic I use recently.
Huh. Okay. So.
Oh my god. Okay.
What happened?
I looked up an SCP, alright?
Okay.
They're just numbered by SCP. And there was a specific one I was looking for, and this is not the one I wanted. And I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
SCP-297 is a transparent plastic vibrator, approximately 30 centimeters long, 5 centimeters in depth. Examination has determined the internal structure has been heavily altered, and that the standard 6-volt power supply has been converted into what appears to be micronized nuclear reactor powered by a small quantity of plutonium.
Okay.
Name SCP-297, Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. I love that name.
Steely Dan. We'll never forget you, Steely Dan.
Nice.
Safe class anomalous object. Is it though?
Cool. No, this is a totally different world that it's a totally different world I don't even know. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, I guess we could talk about the other people that are, or the other faces of the Backroom, which we should say as my two cats.
Oh yeah. Tabs is the original, right?
Yeah, he was with us since the beginning, and he has some
absolute havoc.
He has some funny moments in the early beginnings of Wind Waker.
Quite a few.
And so we tried, I think it was around maybe the second time we recorded in the second house. I think around right before the 2-year break, there was another cat. Unfortunately, she died pretty recently. But now I have a new cat, and his name's Adam. And he, I would say he's just as rambunctious as Tabs.
Quite. He loves pushing buttons. Like
a lot of buttons and chewing wires.
Tabs like messing with wires. This boy loves pushing them and chewing them.
But yeah, we'll they'll be in the few LPs now and then if they're being good boys. But
I find it unlikely, but
mostly they're gonna be banished to the side room, to the extra back room.
Back room.
What else? What else should people know, Mike? Do you know? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sure.
What do they want to know?
I guess we could say about this now. Before we get into maybe some news. I guess we could say what we plan for the channel in the future.
Sure.
So far we have 2 LPs that are I'm the player, and then Psychonauts is
just me,
just Mike. So I would say maybe we're getting pretty close on both Psychonauts and Wind Waker, I would say. Because
Wind Waker's very close.
Yeah, at the point of Wind Waker, I think we just had to get the Triforce pieces and literally beat Ganon.
We're like a little less than halfway through Psychonauts, maybe?
Yeah, I would say about halfway through Psychonauts.
Okay.
So, I would say, what would you maybe want to try for your second game?
Man, man.
Have you ever thought of one yet?
I have thought of a lot of them, honestly. And I don't know if I want to go with a classic or something newer.
Right.
Or something alternate reality.
Ooh.
Because I have a couple of those.
If I had to say for my game, I would hopefully maybe try to get Wind Waker done as soon as possible, and then maybe we can try to get into the new Kirby game, and then maybe we can co-op that if we can.
Oh, we can. I'd be down for that.
Unfortunately, it'll be the little brother mode, and you'll be the Waddle Dee.
I'll have a cool spear and a bandana. Be cool, bro. Fishing Waddle Dee.
So that would be my game in the future.
I might go for maybe MGS3 actually.
Ooh, some Snake Eater?
Yeah. I got way into that game over the summer, and I want to do it again.
I know my Snake Eater. If you had to say what version would you try?
So
Probably the PS3 version?
Yeah. Oh, the remaster.
Right.
You have that, right? I gave that to you. Yes.
Yeah, it's still here.
Thank God.
Excuse me.
I liked it so much, I bought it on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Nice. It's on Xbox?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I would say that those are our future plans for now. Of course, they can change. Maybe if another new game that entices us. So far, I'd say that was a pretty good introduction of who we are, our backstory, and our future plans.
Couple things. And if you're wondering why there's footage of poker, it's because we don't have a format yet. So this is what you get while we talk.
Right. Who knows? Maybe this will be the format.
It's just poker.
Yeah, it's poker all day.
I wouldn't mind that. This is actually pretty peaceful. I don't know how you're doing over there playing at all.
Very hard. I am literally just glancing at cards and
just talking.
Yeah, just talking.
Just don't even care what's happening.
If I see something, I'll keep it. If I don't, I don't.
Wow.
But so I would say the next part would be gaming news.
I'll start. Is it the very start, or because Kirby's the first thing on the list?
So for now, since this is our first thing of gaming news, I pretty much gave the opportunity of maybe just going over the previous direct, since that's kind of the most biggest news I would say so far. And then of course after that would be the State of Play, which is another recent gaming announcement. So I would say let's start with the probably the direct.
Okay.
So from the top, what we have on our list?
Technically the first is intro channel, then no building mode in Fortnite.
Oh, you're right.
And then Kirby in the concert for the 30th anniversary.
Oh, right. So technically, the most recent news we have so far is technically the no building in Fortnite. It's a new mode that they're trying out. No building mode. And I haven't played Fortnite in years.
Neither have I. I don't think I've played since it came out on the Switch, actually.
Yeah.
Which was a long time ago at this point.
I play with my friends, since like the original like season like 4.
Wow.
So okay. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Fortnite veteran over here.
Yeah. Got the Orange Justice on my side.
Nice.
So to be honest, pretty much the building is what threw me off. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of sweats in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I sucked at building.
I cannot keep up with them. And this might just be me boomer talking here, but I cannot build worth crap.
No, same. I can't build that fast, and I'd rather just fight or die. It's no point. It's like running away. Just get it over with.
But yeah, I'd say I think this would probably be the main thing that probably would be go back if it keeps the mode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie.
Did you play original Fortnite before it was a battle royale?
Oh no.
No?
I
Okay.
was not that OG. I've heard of it. I heard of it though during
It was
that time.
actually turning out pretty good before they were like, oh, it's just the battle royale, this bitch.
Did you actually play OG?
I did.
Oh wow.
Played it, I think beta. The beta still out in the store. And you'd shore up your defenses in a shitty little house.
Yeah,
And then the
it was
zombies would come at you.
Yeah,
and
like
you have to keep them from getting in, set traps and shit.
yeah, like a Minecraft kind of like a.
Like a tower defense Minecraft,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
It was a lot of fun. Not saying battle royale isn't fun, just less fun.
No, all of them suck.
Okay. You know what? I'll concede to that.
All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that. So next would be the Kirby concert, correct?
Harry Potter and the Flying Kirby.
So I'm actually pretty excited for this Kirby concert because, I don't like, Kirby's a pretty good boy.
Kirby's got some fucking bangers, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Heard the Mennonite theme?
No.
Yeah. So I can't remember the precise date of it, but when it releases, it's actually going to be streamed free through whatever channels they're trying to do. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just Twitch.
No false information on this podcast.
While you're looking that up, yeah, I think I'm probably going to watch that Kirby concert for sure.
August 11th.
August 11th, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure they'll give out details closer to then. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Excited. I'll watch it. We went to that Zelda Symphony, and that was honestly kind of life-changing.
Yeah, that.
Not even joking. That was so good.
Yeah, that was really cool. I've been pretty much that one, and then I've been to the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra, and that one was really good too.
I think that was the only symphonic concert besides all the ones I've been in myself that I've ever been to.
Right. Yeah.
Every other concert has been like a regular ass concert.
Yeah. Context, we're a couple of band nerds, thank you.
Oh yeah. This one time at band camp, I went to band camp. And I became a nerd.
Oh yeah. Just to get a question out of the way, I was percussion and Mike was saxophone.
Woodwinds. I was also percussion at the start. I started a jazz band as a percussionist.
Forgot about that.
It was terrible because we had a bad teacher.
All right, so next on the list.
That would be Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
So it's a fighting game. Have you heard of those?
I have. I've heard of. Those might be my favorite kind of games sometimes, actually.
I'll show you. I think I'll show you personally what it's about. But thing I just wanted to talk about is that apparently it's getting rollback, which is really nice.
Oh my god.
So
it's rare these days.
People that do not know what rollback is, it's a netcode type that is really good, and apparently a lot of Japanese companies do not like to do.
For whatever reason.
They like their old netcodes, which suck, and where we disconnect and lag.
And the friggin'. Well, I'm glad this has rollback. Hopefully it starts a trend. So than usual.
Pretty much that's the only thing I wanted to talk about it. Other than that, I played it since it released, and it's really good. Even though I only played locally.
Saying this game is already out?
Yeah, it's already out.
Was it put out when the State of Play came out, or was it just out?
It was actually I don't know.
Or was this? No, this is the direct. I'm sorry. No wonder it's delayed. Fire Emblem Warriors 2.
Right. So, have you
Played a Warriors game?
played it at all? Any like Fire Emblem, perchance?
Played one of the old ones on the GameCube a long time ago, and recently I played the mobile game a little bit.
Is it the expensive version? The expensive GameCube game? Dang it, no.
Radiant Path.
Yeah, Path of Radiance?
Yes.
It was. Do you have it?
No.
Oh.
My cousin had it. That was the only way I was gonna get to play that game.
Dang. If any lucky viewer wants to send us that, I'd be happy to accept.
Viewer would like to send it. More than happy to take it. Because clearly you're insane.
I know. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that.
Please.
Mike says please.
Send me a copy of it. Alright, so
next on the list, Mike.
that is Chrono Cross.
So me and Mike have a really funny history with freaking Chrono Trigger.
Ew.
I found a copy for $120.
Sitting up there on the shelf
Yeah.
somewhere. Cannot see it where I am, but it's sealed away.
Yeah, for the original SNES. And what's funny is that me and Mike found a weird glitch, which I do not know how to replicate. But apparently, I have over 99,000 gold.
Jeez, just started rich somehow.
I know.
We don't know why or how.
So, speedrunners, contact me. Just kidding.
It was a blessing from the gods. Find a good copy of Chrono Trigger, and then money.
I know, right?
What are the chances of that, dog?
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for Chrono Cross. I've heard what the whole premise is about, but it sounds pretty neat.
So I've not played either Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross, but I know about them and their impact on gaming. I know a lot of the people I watch really love Chrono Trigger. It's like one of their childhood games, so I'm really excited to try it out one of these days.
Right.
And Chrono Cross as well.
Right.
Because I know the music is banging.
We might add that to the LP wish list.
I'll do funny voices.
No, just kidding. We'll figure it out. Next.
Klonoa Remaster.
So, I'm actually kind of glad that these are kind of coming back, since technically the Wii shop has been
So
annihilated.
happy. The poor Wii shop, man. Wii U's coming next. Get your games now. And the
right,
DS
yeah.
too.
Better get those. Time limits catching up. Don't forget.
Like, we still have a year from here at least, but it'll come and go before you know it.
All right, that's freaking what happened to me with the freaking Wii shop.
Yup.
So
Same.
I missed my opportunity to get those, and
I'm gonna miss my window again because I don't even have a Wii U.
time to
I kinda
pirate
don't
games. Just
want
kidding.
one.
I'm kidding. Nintendo, please.
Please. No strike.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm glad Klonoa fans, especially Mike.
I'm so happy. Klonoa, when I was a little boy, we had PS1 demo discs, and I had the demo for Klonoa along with The Bombing Islands, which is a puzzle game where you're a clown and you just blow up islands.
Okay.
But obviously I like Klonoa a lot better because it's way more fun, and I'm so excited. Can't wait.
All right, next.
Earthbound 1 and 2 on the Switch, finally.
Still
no Earthbound 3. Sorry, guys. You're never getting it.
I pretty much just left this in the list just because I am happy that Nintendo has the hugest balls. Just freaking just drop that and just nothing on
else.
3.
There you go. That's what you wanted, right? Classic Nintendo move.
I mean, I had I didn't have beginnings, but I do have Earthbound on my SNES Classic. So if we do play it, I think I might just play it on the SNES Classic.
Might as well. There's no reason to do it any other way when we have the convenience of the SNES Classic.
But I'm glad people are able to play Earthbound. It's a pretty good game. I haven't played it, but I heard it's great.
If you're a younger person and you like Undertale, then you'll like Earthbound. It's obviously not got the same sense of humor because it's very Japanese, but it's got the charm and the interesting mechanics.
Have you played Earthbound?
I've played up to like I've been halfway through it.
Wow. Okay.
But it's been a few years, so I don't remember any of it. I'm real bad with RPGs.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played it, so maybe that might be a LP for me.
Yeah.
Next.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And that is where we will cut the list for today.
Right. So I am so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I love Xenoblade.
I know Jeremy does. He loves it. I watched him buy the special edition. Was it the first Xenoblade way back in the day?
It was the second one.
Second one. It was like a huge box set and it had a bunch of cool shit in it. And
yeah,
I'm happy for you. I'm glad there's a third one.
Yeah, the art book is behind me and the steel book is behind you, Mike. Yeah. Somewhere there. But yeah, I'm happy I got that.
That's a lot
one.
of games, so I'm not gonna look.
The one thing I really wish I got at the time was the freaking Switch Pro controller, where it has the cool little cross in the center of it.
Cross thing?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But what was funny was I played Xenoblade 1 I played it 3 times, but I never beat it. And just because at certain parts it got kind of boring, I would say. Or I wouldn't say boring, more like it got pretty low.
Like tedious.
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
I don't want to call it padding, but
that's
padding,
yeah,
basically.
That's the right word. And at certain points it kept giving like difficulty spikes. And so when the remaster for the Switch came out, I finally beat it. And I'm not gonna lie, I am glad I beat the game, because wow, that game is amazing. And then for 2, it was kind of the same situation. I played it twice. I've gone about maybe 5 hours in the second playthrough. But I'm not gonna lie, I need to find a way to make it towards Japanese voices for that one.
The English one's just not doing it for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry, some Xenoblade fans, but I cannot get over the voices for this one. It's just, the British is too heavy.
FromSoft has it really lucky with their voice actors. You don't get that in most Japanese studios. Xenoblade's a good example.
Yeah, freaking dealing with, at least in the first one, it was kind of dumbed
really
down.
Feeling it.
You kind of got like the British, but it wasn't there. It didn't feel like it was overbeing played. You
Wasn't
know?
like, oh, everyone's British all the time. Why, mate, you British over there?
And the cat girl, I mean, I know that's a lot of people's favorites, is her, but I can't get over her voice. She sounds like an old lady. So I need to figure out a way to put it into Japanese voices, and then I think at that point I probably beat the game.
Damn, I feel that. I couldn't play Bloodstained with the English voices on. It was really bad.
Yeah, I feel
Especially David Hayter. Yeah, shaka shaka. Hey, I think I see a Metal Gear. Liquid! That's all I remember from him in that game.
Nice. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up all of that Nintendo Direct.
Most of the Direct.
Or I would like to go to the PlayStation one, but Mike has to leave a little early, so
sadly have to cut this one early. We'd go longer, but
maybe we'll talk about that one for the next podcast. We would try to do.
I'll keep it. I'd like to. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Sony these days, so this is my news too.
Yeah, it'll be Mike's little homework to at least watch the State of Play.
Sure thing.
That way he knows the context, and maybe we can get excited. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for news. We kind of have like about maybe 5 minutes just to talk about whatever.
I hope this first podcast was okay.
Yeah.
This was fun. Different for sure.
Right. Yeah, technically this is the first for a lot of us, so.
Yes. Sorry if there's any audio issues.
Right. Hopefully you enjoyed my poker playing.
Yeah, or zoned out poker playing. Did we win? We do have more chips than...
I technically won about 2,000 chips.
That's incredible.
So I guess maybe if I can think real quick of maybe some common questions that people will ask us, because obviously we do not have a mailbox or technically a way.
We don't even have a social media.
Yeah, we don't really have that yet.
We both do, but us together do not.
Yeah.
Aside from just the channel. So post comments. If you have any questions we're not answering.
So I'd say questions that we probably will not answer would be, one, where do we live?
Doesn't matter to you, it's not important.
Right?
We're in the back room.
We'll be anywhere.
That's all that matters.
We could be in any back room that you can think of.
Literally anyone. How many back rooms are there? Are there more wheels or back rooms in the world?
Ooh. That's a spicy question. So I think it more in the case of questions in that manner. Maybe just more personal questions, which are like, will we ever do a face reveal? Probably not. I
find it unlikely.
Yeah, I kind of like to keep our identities maybe kind of secret, other than our names, of course. That's fine.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if people dig up, they can probably find us.
Oh, for sure. I'm all over the place. I'm not super hard to find.
But that'll be for you to find out, I guess.
Time will tell.
What did I say? Oh, I guess a question that people might ask are, what does Adam and Tabs look like? I could say that at least. They're both, I think they're just called just American cats?
American short hairs?
Yeah,
probably.
I think that's what they're called. Tabs is kind of
like
literally
stripey,
like a tabby cat.
Kind of looks like a Bengal cat, if you know what that is.
He's very, very friendly, and he does love to cuddle.
He's a good boy. He'll headbutt the fuck out of you, lovingly, of course.
And then Tabs, he's a white cat with some, like, I would say tan areas, mainly his tail and his kind of parts of his face.
Is that Tabs or Adam?
Adam.
Okay.
Oh, and then Adam has a little nick on the back of his tail.
A little crooked.
Yeah.
My cat's the same way, though. Yeah. I don't think it's weird. My cat's weird, but the tail is normal.
Can you think of any questions that people might ask?
I've been trying, and I don't have much that we haven't, like, addressed.
I'm pretty sure if we ever open a mailbag and we'll get like 5 questions, we're like, oh yeah, we would have definitely thought of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gotta be curious.
Oh, I know which one. I know one that might be. One is our favorite franchise/games.
Oh, that's a good one, actually. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Let's go back and forth. So I'll start though. I would say just top 3.
Okay.
My third one is the Yakuza series. I have technically played almost all of them. Have not played is Dead Souls, and the Japanese exclusives. And pretty much the second Judgment game, which you're seeing the first one right now.
Yeah.
This is the poker we're playing, actually. Which I don't know why I'm keeping this hand.
Get that shit out of here.
But yeah, that's pretty much my top 3s, or my third one. So you're next.
Metal Gear Solid. I'm not counting Metal Gear and the MSX games because I haven't played them. I'd say my experience with it was the first Metal Gear Solid, watching my mom play it way back in the day. Like a couple years after it just came out. And I didn't actually play a full Metal Gear game until Portable Ops.
Oh, wow.
Which is essentially MGS3, but
The
on
Black
stages.
Horse. Oh, it's also the Black Horse too.
Yes, apparently. I've heard a lot of people really don't like that game, but I think it's pretty good, actually. It's well written, despite not being technically directed by Kojima.
Right.
And the art is beautiful.
Have you played the Acid games?
No, they're on my list, though, because I want to know what's going on. Much like Ghost Babel. Have you ever heard of that one?
I don't think so.
It was a Game Boy Color game, I think. And it actually has a really good story for a Game Boy game.
Okay.
I haven't played Rising yet.
Oh, you haven't played Rising yet?
No, I haven't physically played it yet.
I have it.
I know.
Do you know that?
I see it and I'm like, one day.
Maybe one day.
We'll get there.
Oh, Rising's so good. I'm glad it's back in the memes.
Memes. Part of the DNA.
So I guess I'll go next. My second one will be probably the Persona series. So in my library of Persona games, I've only played 3 through 5, and I played technically Fez, 3 Fez, 4 Golden, and I played both versions of 5, and then I played Strikers of Persona 5 Strikers. Yeah, I pretty much enjoy those games. Those are definitely. I would try to probably play them on the channel, but that'll definitely be like way after maybe Elden Ring is done.
Some long ones.
Yeah, that's definitely a long form play. At least at that point, it's definitely point to point, and I'm pretty knowledgeable of Personas. So.
Sweet.
So that's probably my top 2. So yours next.
I'm gonna do one more, and then unfortunately I'll have to call this episode.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to think pretty hard about it because there's a lot of really good game franchises. I'm gonna cop out and say Zelda.
All right.
Because there's so many, and they're of all very high qualities.
Okay.
Obviously, you know this. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda.
Right.
It's just got that atmosphere and that aesthetic that's so depressing, but oddly beautiful in a weird way.
Right. It has its really good moments.
Yes. And then, of course, Ocarina of Time. How could you forget?
Right. All right. So I think that would call our podcast for today.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Right. Again, my name is Jeremy.
I'm Mike. Sorry, I was drinking water.
You're fine.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Since Mike has to leave, we'll cut this a little short, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll come back
Next one
next
will be
time.
longer.
Yeah,
Just
definitely
wait.
longer. But I'll see you guys later. So.
See you in the next one, whenever that is. Hopefully not too long from now.
Right. And it's a cut.
Bye.